Welcome back to the channel. I absolutely hate intros like that. I find them so cringy, but I don't know what else to say. So we'll go with that this week. I promise I will get better. So today's video is in response to the Q&A box that I put up on my Instagram stories a couple of days ago. We're going to be talking all things then, dad life, training, nutrition, lifestyle, goals, struggles, and everything in between that. First of all, I love this more longer form content to help with this type of kind of questions and things you guys might be struggling with. There's only so much you can get into 60 seconds when you're doing an Instagram story. So more longer form content like this, whilst it's, the opportunity to really go deeper into some of the answers and make it much more thought-provoking, I think it's also a great opportunity to build relationships with my audience. This, for me, in terms of my YouTube channel, is something that I'm really passionate about growing this year. I want to make this channel all about self-development, holding yourself to a higher set of standards. I'm really wanting to help people who are sick and tired and bored of settling for mediocre, who want more from life but don't know how to go about achieving it. I'm just a normal, regular guy who loves coaching, who absolutely adores his family, and who wants to win in pretty much every walk of life, in my business, with my family, but also as well with my own goals. So if I can inspire just one of you lot watching this, that's a job well done in my eyes. But also as well is, instead of just telling you what to do, I want to show you how I do it, because I myself, when I'm, seeking inspiration and I want to, be inspired by other people who have, almost kind of blazed that trail before me, I love people who kind of do more and talk less. I love people who and take inspiration from people who just act first and really aren't gunners. I used to be a gunner for years and years. I used to, I'm going to start a YouTube, or I'm going to, get photo shoot ready, or I'm going to go online. And all I was doing was just kicking the can down the road. And it got to a point, it became so fucking tiring. So tiring of delaying my potential and holding myself back ultimately. There was no real obstacle in the way for me as to why I couldn't do something. It was just my own limiting beliefs. And since kind of being a coach for all these years now, I've seen so many people kind of come into coaching almost in that similar headspace, with that similar outlook on life. And I love helping people to completely reframe their life, completely live by a completely different set of rules, and really give them the confidence to lead a life with no limits. And that for me is my ultimate drive, certainly as a coach. This is why I started this channel. Again, this was something that I put off for so long, like, what if I fail? What if no one watches it? Yeah, you're going to be shit at the beginning. It's pretty much in any walk of life, in any goal. We naturally all start at the bottom, right? But if we want to better ourselves, if we want to win and others around us to win as a result, then we've got to lean into the things that we know we need to do. This was something that I knew I needed to do. I'm excited. I'm excited to get better at it and help you guys along the way. So let's dive into the first question then. First up then, how do you balance dad life, work, and your goals? I struggle so much to do it all. Now, aside from stating the obvious, which is get better at planning, which we all know we need to do. If we're not doing it already, we all know that we need to start planning more and getting ahead of the curve more and being less reactive and more proactive. We know all that. One thing that really helps me create that harmony and balance between dad life, business, and my own goals is really leaning into my support network. Now, for me, for those who know me as well, Brooke, my wife, is my biggest supporter. She's the most integral part of my support network. And the reason why I feel not only as a family unit, but Brooke as a self in terms of my wife and being my biggest support is we communicate so well. Now, one thing within coaching that I always like to establish right from the off is when working with something new is getting them to kind of almost divulge who their support network is, who's in their corner, because whoever is in your corner, whether it is your partner, whether it is family, friends, colleagues, whatever it might be, those individuals are going to be so important in pretty much determining what direction you go down. If you've got people around you who are constantly putting up, barriers and challenges against you wanting to change and you wanting to better yourself or push whatever avenue you want to go down, you're going to find it really, really hard, because the goal on its own is tough enough, let alone somebody the other side of it, trying to push you in the opposite direction to it. So I think it's really, really important to get people on side and not just say, I need you to help me more, or I need you to do this. It's going that extra layer deeper and saying, this is why I need you to support me. And also as well, show them how them helping you can also benefit them in the long run. Now, asked Brooke this question recently. I asked her, Brooke, when I, train and I'm working, etc., like, do you feel at any point it's impacting family time and it's weighing heavier on you? And her response was no, because a lot of, and again, this is as a result of communicating and getting to know where each other's at and what each other needs from each other. When I do what I do with my training, or when it is allocating time for business, whatever it might be, it's at a time that I know isn't going to impact and compromise my time with family. Now, of course, listen, we all need to work. We can't constantly be with family all the time, right? Or always training, whatever your goals are. But in order to create this, again, following on from the question, this kind of balance, this harmony between those three big rocks within certainly my life, and I'm guessing through your question, your life as well, dude, is understanding, right, what do I need from my support network? How can they help me? And once again, what's in it for them as well? How is it going to work in when you win, they can win also? So yeah, going back to us as a family, the reason why I train as early as I do is I don't want it to compromise my time with my family. For me, I like to be up and out and then back home before 6:30. Then I can concentrate on family time. I can help get the girls ready. We can enjoy breakfast together, and then it's work mode. And there's no compromise to my time with them. I train when they're asleep. And then it's family time, then it's starting my working day, and then once it comes 5-6 o'clock, kind of laptop down, and then it's dad mode. So yeah, that'd be my bit of advice, is whoever's in your corner or whoever's your immediate support network, is let them in, communicate more, and get them to really understand how they can help you, and again, how by you winning will help them as well. Question number 2 then is, what advice would you give to your younger self regarding coaching and training? I think in a nutshell, I think the obvious place to start is don't waste time. Kind of face the fear and do it anyway. For years, like I said at the top of the video, I was a good gunner. Like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And the reason why I never did, if I'm to be brutally honest, is because I feared being, kind of feared failure, being exposed. What if I looked a dick? Being challenged just filled me with just too much discomfort. And whilst staying in that comfort zone and staying in that lane that, didn't rock the boat and was predictable, it got to a point where it wasn't fulfilling me. I got sick and tired and got to a point where I'm like, listen, there's fucking got to be more to this. Like, I want to inspire people. I want to, when it is all said and done, make sure there was no stone left unturned. I'm nowhere by any means the finished article. I know there's way more levels to my business, to my own personal development. I know I can always be a better dad. My goal though right now is to be the best version of me possible for everyone included. I would absolutely hate if, when it came to looking back, regretting anything and like, I wish I did that, or why did I put that off? Listen, I'm 33, 34 this year. Probably experience has brought me to that conclusion as well. But going back to the question, what advice would I give is just, again, face the fear and do it anyway. Like, this YouTube channel should have started, 18 months, 2 years ago. But fear and limiting beliefs and that assumption that there was more reasons why I'd fail than I'd win held me back. Weirdly now, I don't know if it's because I've got more people to let down. There's more people depending on me. I jump feet first into things now. Don't get me wrong, even recording this video right now, like, I'm not 100%, yeah, I'm going to fucking smash this because it's so new to me. But I know what's on the other side of being consistent, building content, creating a brand, creating a more kind of brand awareness, and you guys really getting to know me as a coach is going to help everyone included. So yeah, for me, the coaching side of things is, I wish I'd have started sooner, certainly with training as well. wish I'd have started or certainly done it properly a lot sooner. I fucked about for years. I was that guy who'd go to the gym just to have a sauna and then, grab a milkshake at the breakfast bar at the end. That was me. That's what I used to do. Pissing around, doing 3 sets of 10, chest day every day. See it as a bit of a social. And listen, whilst training can be a social for a lot of people, I never fulfilled my potential. It was only really in my late 20s, early 30s when I properly got my teeth into this, which aligned with when I started coaching as well, properly. But yeah, it's kind of properly training a little sooner had no doubt helped me where I am right now. I think with training as well is not being stubborn enough to ask for help. I think for years, this is what got me into coaching in the first place, is ironically doing it wrong. Way back in my early teens when I was out of shape and I lacked confidence and I knew I needed to do something about, training properly. I first thought, do you know what, I can do it on my own. I know a lot of you guys will have done the same. I work with a lot of people who they themselves come into coaching saying, look, I've tried this on my own, it doesn't work, I need your help. So I did that for years and years. And then it was only when I reached out to my first coach and actually got proper support that I started to understand what it took to actually achieve results, what standards I needed to adhere to in order to make a difference. So yeah, it was the same in coaching as well. When I made the transition to start my own business, there was an element of, oh no, I'll kind of somehow wing this and I'll, find the way myself. I don't need help. And yeah, that proved me very wrong. And then it was only when I, again, seek the support and the help and guidance of people who had been doing it for years, who were more experienced, who were better than me at it, and learning from those individuals where things really started to kick on. So yeah, probably not being stubborn, I think's a good way of putting it, back in my youth. But now that experience as doing it the wrong way, if you will, has brought me to doing it the right way now. Finally then, last question. I worry that focusing on myself will mean that my kids miss out. How do you stop that? So we're probably looking at this then, talked about this on a previous YouTube video actually, of all things, that kind of selfish, selfless debate. There's this assumption then, from my experience, again, working with clients and also my own personal experience as a dad, is there's this assumption that if you're not with the kids, if you're doing something else for you, then it's a selfish act. You could be there with kids. Why aren't you with the kids? And listen, I get all that. I'm a big family man. I value family time so much. Everything I do is for my missus, for my kids. So I completely understand where you're coming from in that sense. The angle that I'd get you to look at differently is what's going to be the impact of you putting off your health and that time that you could budget with in certain situations to inject a little bit more time and energy into bettering you as a parent, as a dad. What's going to be the impact of you not doing that down the line? What's going to be the impact of you kicking the can down the road, not addressing your health, not taking time out of your early mornings or late evenings or weekends to do something for you, which means then when you come back to family time and dad mode, there's going to be more about you. You're going to have more energy. You're going to be able to be more present. One thing that, and again, it's another reason why I train so early. One, because obviously it doesn't impact my family, but also two, I know I need to, because that's the only pocket of time that I have to be selfish and do something for me, which means then that when I'm winning, everyone around me, Brooke and the kids, can win too. I would absolutely hate, a big fear of mine is being that dad who says no, who, says, I can't play today, or can't be asked, or go and ask your mum, or I just hate that. I would absolutely hate that. I value, in terms of me as a dad, I value being that dad who's, as cheesy as this sounds, being that kind of superhero for my kids. Like, I want to be able to pick them up, to play with them, to run after them, to chase them, to do daft shit with, and again, at any hour of the day. Because for me, that's something that I massively value. And in order for me to do that and to be that kind of dad that I want to be, that then puts more emphasis on, right, well, I need to be the healthiest version of myself possible to do that. Like, I can't be negotiating with my training. I can't be eating whatever I want. I can't be abusing my health, because in the short term, it might not have an immediate impact, but I can tell you right now, months, years down the line, it's going to have a ripple effect into my family. And that's, for me, just a no-go. That ain't happening. So that'd be the thing that I'd get you to challenge, probably, is looking at things slightly differently, taking a different perspective on what you view as the kids missing out. Fast forward, 5-10 years down the line, are the kids going to miss out when you yourself aren't the best version of you that you could be? And listen, this is a bit of a deep question for you to answer. Sometimes we're a bit fearful of answering questions like that, because again, we don't want to be exposed. We don't want to have that mirror held up to us to show us what we're probably not doing. And again, I always challenge that idea, selfish, this assumption of something that's selfish is taking time away in the immediate to, you could be spending with your kids. And of course you could. Like me recording this YouTube now, I can hear Brooke and Darla and sitting downstairs playing. Me at training, like I could have a lie-in, and we could have a lazy morning. These are all things that are, yes, you could do, but the ripple effect of not doing this, or not building this YouTube channel, not training at 5 a.m, in the short term, it won't have an immediate impact, but it will down the line. So that's why I put myself in front of the camera. That's why I get up when I do. That's why I'm as consistent as I am. And listen, I ain't perfect either. I've not got all the answers. Like, there's things that I could do better. There's things that I could approach differently or react to differently. But I think, generally speaking, when your ulterior motive, when your drive, when your focus, when your purpose is bigger than you, this is then where you start to turn up more, because you know the impact that it could potentially have for others around you if you don't. So yeah, I really hope that helps. I really hope the answers to all of those 3 questions help as well. And if you guys can take any inspiration from it, if it's been a thought-provoking video for you, then brilliant. That's what I want, again, from this channel. I want to challenge your current beliefs. I want to bin that old toxic narrative that you might be living by at the moment. I want you to better yourself. I want you to win, and I want everybody around you to win as well. So, as cheesy as it sounds, I want everybody to get better together, right? So yeah, all the good stuff. Like, share, and subscribe. If you've enjoyed this video, tag someone in the comments. Share it on your socials. With me really growing this channel as well, it means so much for you guys supporting it also, because it means I can get in front of the camera more, I can do more of these videos, I can give more value to you guys as well. So yeah, it's my mission. I'm making that, from an accountability point of view, I'm making that promise to you guys. I'm going to be I set myself a goal of doing 52 videos this year, 1 a week. I'm on track. This is video number 4 of the year, so long way to continue. But until the next video, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon.